Today in the cabinet, all these aspects of what are the pros of going with DF, what are the cons of going with DF, and similarly what are the pros and cons of not going with DF were presented to the cabinet. It was also clarified to the cabinet that these funds are going to come out from the same pool of resources that the state government has. So therefore, any payment or any support that is given, which will be, as I said, a budgetary provision, will come out in case we have to pay, will come out from the overall development budget of the state, therefore impacting the overall development aspect also. So all these aspects were made very clear to the cabinet. And in the cabinet meeting, I also expressed the concerns that the Power Minister had given, and the cabinet also heard that. And considering the request that has been put in by the Power Minister, the Power Department, the MeECL management, and the MeECL employees, and giving the commitment that reforms will take place, the cabinet today decided that we will give a chance to the MeECL and to the Power Department with 100% budgetary support for the Atmanirbhar loan. But this support of 100% will come along with certain targets that need to be met in a time-bound manner. And number two, that there has to be some kind of a security in terms of mortgage of assets to the government of Meghalaya to ensure that there is some kind of safety and security for the state government also. So with that, we concluded the meeting, and we have asked the Finance Department and the Power Department to work out in detail the different targets that the Power Department and MeECL specifically will achieve, and based on that, we will move forward. But to REC and to PFC, we will be informing them that the 100% budgetary support will be given by the state government, which is what REC and PFC also wanted in the initial stage. But keeping the finances in mind, the state government's finance department felt that we should change that, and that is when the changes came in. So therefore, REC and PFC will not have any issue with this either. They will be happy when state government gives a budgetary support to them. So that was the decision that was taken today in the cabinet. There are situations that we need to look at. There are conditions, there are different kind of issues that are there, and therefore both have got plus and minus. So both decisions are fine. Now with this decision, when we go forward, the good part about this decision is that, number one, we will see once and for all a very, very strong and kind of a very permanent kind of a solution to this long pending dues that have been there to government of, to NIPCO, NHPC, NTPC and others. So we will see that that particular process and that particular loan and the entire repayment process for the next few years means the past dues are now clear. So this is a very big reform, and it will go a long way in stabilizing the overall financial system of MeECL. Will it resolve everything? Absolutely not. There's a lot more to be done. MeECL has got terminal benefits which are due since 2010, amounting to over 800 crores. The overall reforms in the tariff that has to be done remains to be done. Overall AT&C losses in general have to be improved. So many things have to be done, but this will go a long way in helping. Now, obviously, the other side of the story is that it's a challenge for the government to support them all the time. But since we got a very strong commitment from the employees, since we got a strong commitment from the Honorable Minister, and the Minister has been stressing on this, we feel that it is fair to give a chance to MeECL to show that they'll be able to do it. And if the team works well, then I'm very sure that circles which are 80%, 70%, 50% AT&C losses, they will be able to improve them and bring them down considerably. So there is a scope, but a lot will depend now on how the department and the employees and the management work. We will give the backing in terms of the budgetary provision, but at least some kind of safety net for the state government also is required, so that MeECL is not totally free. So therefore, those terms and conditions will be worked out on how to move forward. But the cabinet has decided that there has to be some kind of a safety security for the state government, there has to be certain time-bound reforms that need to be put in place.